Hello everyone. I tried to send messages to YouTube in the past days, but I couldn't. I always got an error. I don't know if the time machine is starting to malfunction, or if the generator that sent the message is the reason, or if the Foundation found me and is blocking my messages. Well, maybe not the last one. If the Foundation had found me, I would have already been killed. Like they killed my father. There are nights where I can't sleep, just trying to find ways to avenge his death, but I wouldn't have any idea how to find them, or how to kill them. Or if I would even have the courage to do that. So, I turn my attention to this machine. To try and warn you guys, that are living in my past, to try and change history. Even if I have no idea if the future can even be changed. And by the number of views I have in my videos, I doubt anyone even takes my warnings seriously. Never mind that. I thought about talking to you of the Joe Rogan assassination, but I will leave it to another video. Do you want to know how it's like living in 2025? Well, here is the chance to find out. Turns out post-apocalypse movies don't take into account how easily and fast people adapt and conform to a new society and lifestyle. Okay. So, after the virus mutated, and the new pandemic started, the world soon realized this new virus could not be stopped. Thousands died in the first few months. All world borders were closed, and travel is only allowed with the proper permission. Which does not come easy. Alright, where do I start? I, like many others today, work at home. Thousands of businesses closed, and company headquarters were mostly abandoned, or put to sale. Many workers work remotely from home, and internet businesses are the only ones stable or doing well nowadays. Some few restaurants still exist, but they do not allow people to eat inside. Instead, businesses like Uber Eats bloomed, and many people make a living today delivering food or goods to other people's homes. Public transportation have very strict rules. They only allow a certain number of people inside at all times. This created a lot of riots and conflict in the beginning, as no one wanted to wait for the next bus or train, but people soon started to follow the rules, as the deaths kept increasing. It soon became all too clear that boarding the bus and being around people might get you killed, so people tended to want to stay away from each other. The old masks used before are seen as ineffective, so it is not uncommon to see people outside with full face protection, including helmets. One model, a helmet completely sealed with oxygen tank, and incorporated video screen is selling particularly well with the richer crowd. Basically, imagine a motorcycle helmet, with mask and goggles, completely sealed and with oxygen inside. It can connect to your smartphone by Bluetooth, and you can watch YouTube videos on a small screen inside your helmet, at the same time you are watching things outside. It's pretty cool actually. In the next years, that model should become the new norm, as it becomes cheaper. Well, how is it like to live inside your home all the time? You become used to it. There is some permissions to go outside, if you have a work justification, or if you are going to buy groceries, but anything other than that is heavily punished. Like, prison punish. 1 year prison. Some countries are even rumored to shoot people that are caught outside without permission. Or worse yet, if they are suspected of infection, they are shot on sight. No reason to risk spreading the infection. All information I read these days come from online channels, independent newspapers, as mainstream media became heavily manipulated, and spreads misinformation all the time. So, every of my day starts by waking up, having breakfast, using my laptop for work, and then having dinner watching some movie online, and go to sleep. Every day. It becomes easy to lose track of time when every day looks the same. The only difference is Saturday, when I order my groceries to be delivered. They are left at my doorstep for me to retrieve. I always spray the bags first for disinfection. Safety first. Does it get lonely? Somewhat. I see my friends and family every week. Online. By video shit. I haven't been with them in real life for over a year now. But it's like this for everyone. There are dozens of websites that are popular now. They are a kind of chat living room, where everyone gets inside the same video chat room, talking to one another, to try and simulate real-life interaction. Like being inside a bar, but at your home at the same time. At first, there was always some pervert that started getting naked in their video feed, but the business quickly adapted. Every big company has one of this video shits now. Restaurants, companies, supermarkets, and more. You have to log in, and are given a password and an account. Misbehave, and you get banned forever, or even fired if you play smart in your company's video room. For example, I can enter the video room of my company, and see all my colleagues' feed, and talk with them as if we were still working in the same place. Same with restaurants. You can eat at home, with your webcam on, and see the other customers eating as well. Like, if you were there. This started as a way to trying to keep social life alive, and to get some sense of society still going, or to keep yourself from getting lonely, but soon became a trend. All the popular social media adapted, and Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and many more, made one of these virtual video chat rooms. Of course, sex is a big bussiness, and a ton of these video chat rooms intended just for sexual interaction appears. Enter one of these, and you can see dozens of squares on your screen. Each of them is the webcam of someone, maybe even someone you know. You see dozens of naked men masturbating to other naked women. It's a bit surreal and even disturbing to see at first. But, like everything else in this new society, people became less and less disgusted by it. Some of these accounts even become popular, and have tons of followers, and are making lots and lots of money. Oh yes, believe me, online sex is one of the biggest and best income in 2025. If you are an attractive woman, and willing to expose yourself naked to a bunch of strangers, you can make a ton of money. Some of them are making the same a movie celebrity makes. Or made, because most of them don't have any income right now. Some of them even went into anonymity, after people started raiding and sacking their homes. There was a week, when 7 major Hollywood celebrities' houses were invaded and live-streamed to everyone online. This luckily when unfortunately, one of these celebrities was beaten down, and another sexually assaulted, all while filmed live in the internet for everyone to see. This caused such an outrage, that these crimes fortunately quickly ended. Some people and children openly admitted to having to see a therapist after watching the video of someone being sexually assaulted. The therapy these days is made by video call, obviously. Nowadays, the only celebrities that still make some income are the ones that started a video channel, or that wrote a book, or that made a book, or even the ones that turned to the virtual sex industry, and get naked every night to millions of online customers. No one makes money out of movies anymore, and all major film studios went bankrupt. How do you make a movie, when you can't be around anyone else physically? Back to the online sex topic. You would think most people would be ashamed of exposing themselves naked online, but this actually gained quite a traction. For women, it was seen as empowering, and feminist movements were all behind this. Because a woman is a master of her own body, and she is free to use it every way she wants. They are being objectified, so I don't know how this does not conflict with the feminist ideals. But anyway, as soon as more women started to realize how much money they could make without leaving their house, the accounts multiplied. Now, they sell their naked pictures online, and their sex videos as well. It became so common, that no one even cares anymore. Statistics say that 1 out of 10 people in first world countries know a girl who sells their body online. In 2025, prostitution is made like this. With unpaid app. I am not ashamed to say I pay some of these girls, and masturbate to them. Me and my male colleagues at work talk openly of masturbating to this or that girl. And it's the same everywhere. It is not frowned upon, or seen as a perverted thing. It became part of this society, and some countries even encourage and give financial support to these websites, as they see it as a means to address the sexual necessities of mankind, and as a way to stop possible live sexual assaults, or consented sex between strangers that may lead to spreading the virus. Of course, there are rumors that the high society has secret parties with live orgies. I would not be surprised. Now, I am sure this is a shock to you. Even today, I am surprised at how quickly this became normal. But if you are listening to this and starting to plan to get rich online, if you are a man, you are out of luck. Turns out, most women are still ashamed to pay to see a naked man masturbate for them, and their sex drive isn't as big as it is for a man. So the male market doesn't make nearly as much money as the female one. Women got what they wanted, and are the most paid gender in 2025. Maybe not in the way they wanted, but still, in a way, they made men their slaves. I did try to sell my pictures online, but no one bought. There is so much competition, that unless you are a really buff and fit and attractive man, that you are not going to get any buyers. Maybe you will if you are a celebrity, but otherwise forget it. But is every work done remotely now? Of course not. Some works still require physical presence. But only the essential jobs were kept alive. Jobs like public transportation drivers, public health and cleaning services, emergency hospitals, police and firefighters. Other than those, some jobs that couldn't be made online became extinct. The only shops that survived outside of supermarkets were the ones that made an online shop, and that the physical shop serves only as a sort of warehouse for the items to be delivered from. Taxi drivers are almost extinct now. Meat and other products manufacturers greatly diminished their production and profit. Most went bankrupt. Tons of food was destroyed in the first days, as they had no way to distribute them, or the need for them started to shrink. The tourism industry is almost gone, of course. Some still try to sell a sort of virtual journey, where you pay for a virtual ride to various destinations, but the high price and general disinterest made this a failure. Perhaps the only one to benefit from this was the environment. Pollution greatly diminished, and some environmentals are even proclaiming that this new status quo must be maintained for the damage to the planet to be reverted, even if a cure for the virus is found. I will explore more of this topic in future videos. Maybe I will end this video now. To be fair, I don't believe anyone will see my warnings. Maybe this is all for nothings. But I will admit, it feels good to me to talk to someone about this. I haven't been with anyone for so long. So days, I catch myself talking out loud to no one. I am afraid I am slowly losing my mind. Please let me know if you have any topic about the year 2025 you wish to know. In the next videos, I plan to address who or what is the foundation, and how they manipulate all of us. And how we must stop some events from happening. Like what happened with Joe Rogan. Like how some countries are practically killing each other right now. And much more. Guys, stay safe. Be with your loved ones and tell them how much they mean to you. And if I never upload a video again, it is because the foundation found me. Remember, keep fighting. Make every day a good day. The future depends on it.